First, and hopefully, Sam, you have a couple.
I've got one today, one that I really want to get everyone to have a little look at. It's in the first half of the bumper at Fontwell. Not the best race to have a bet in, I know, but I'm taking on Rebecca Curtis and AP McCoy with local trainer Gary Moore's selection. It's Vikenhall. If you look at the breeding, that's probably why I'm more interested in it than the actual race. It's half-brother to 4 winners, including Rebel Fitz, and it's also related to Ubek, his talented Grade 2 winner.
Can you reiterate the selection in that race?
Yes, it's Vikenhall in the 5:20 at Fontwell. It's about 4s at the moment. When I came on air, it looked like. So I'm hopeful that that's going to give Rebecca Curtis plenty to think about, and I think that'll be an improver to keep an eye on. It's going to need longer distances in time, but 2-2 today, I think it's got a really good chance.
I would say that'd be interesting if money comes for it.
Okay.
I think that'd be important for
Tom, from your point of view, let's have your selections and why.
Yeah, well, I've sort of backtracked on Princely Player. I did actually back it last night, thinking the ground might firm up a little bit today, but I'd be worried about the ground slightly. I'll stick with it, I suppose, Princely Player. 9 to 2, 5 to 1 I'd hope for, though I don't know what price it is currently. My next one would be yours, same as you, Dorset Naga. I think that one potentially 125, 130 rated horse. And in the bumper in the last, I like third act of Collins Izzard. Okay,
now obviously you rattled through them quite quickly, and last week we had people trying to jot these down. So what I need you to do is make it quite clear, precise, those three. No, I mean generally with everyone. Don't have to eyeball me like that. In a nasty way that was done, wasn't it? But they do want to get your selection, so just reiterate what they are.
I don't think the camera was on me, Peter, so I think I got away with that one.
Oh, I think you did, yeah.
The first one in the 305 at Fontwell is Princely Player. In the 340 is Dorset Naga. And in the 550 at Fontwell is Third Act.
Okay.
Is that clear enough for you?
It is clear enough for me. It's not me that's writing them down. I wouldn't be writing them down. Catherine, let's have your selections, please.
Okay, 220 Newmarket, Oklahoma City.
We discussed why, but you're keen on it as well.
Very keen, beautifully bred.
Yeah.
Second in the Beresford. 7 at Newmarket, absolutely up his street. So that's 220 Newmarket, Oklahoma City. 330 Redcar, Emirates Flyer. Back to 6 furlongs, second over 7 the last twice. Most recently to Kingman at Sandown. So that's 330 Redcar in the 2-year-old trophy. That is Emirates Flyer. And 305, we've just been talking about him. 305 Fontwell, Peckham Echo. There's a...
I mean, Sandy did make the point, you know, horrific fall first time out.
Yes, he did, but he's had an all right time off.
I'm with Tom here.
He's raced a lot better over
hurdles. Hyphen Sandy Castle.
It was. I watched it back again last night. I did watch it about 3 times.
It's horrific,
It was a really bad fall. It was X-rated. So hopefully he comes back. I'd like to see him come back, but it was a bad fall.
There's a key piece with Peckham Echo. He actually came second in a very hot Foss-Lass handicap hurdle.
Welsh champion hurdle, wasn't it? I think
that's because it's a handicap now, isn't it? Yeah,
that's very strange.
That always confuses me. It always throws me. But the winner, Medinas, obviously went on to win the Coral Cup at the Cheltenham Festival. Peckham Echo took my eye that day.
Okay.
He's got Patrick Corbett on board.
Okay, so the 3 selections very quickly.
Very quickly, 220 Newmarket, Oklahoma City, 330 Redcar, Emirates Flyer, and 305 Fontwell, Peckham Echo.
Okay. They are very useful because on Thursday and indeed last Saturday we gave quite a few winners out on here, and everyone part of the team done very well indeed, apart from me I think last Saturday, but I done better on Thursday. Now here are my selections today. I've gone for Gosden Horse in the 150, Night Song. I'm hoping it's still a runner. I agree with Sandy Castle, and the fabulous thing that all sound in my ear is almost gone, but I go for Dorset Naga as well. It would worry me a little bit that Anthony Hannibal hasn't run as many in the summer as he normally does, but I've gone for that.
I would say that suggests that that probably because he's got a better string now and he feels like he can take on the better trainers. Right,
good point.
So I wouldn't see that as a negative.
Right,
I'd see it as a positive.
Very good point. And I go for Saffron Wells in the Fontwell 550. I just feel that coming over from Ireland, I think this horse will run well in that particular race.